Good morning, F3 Knoxville Packs. This is your Ruck Q Blindside.
Hey, this is Steam, Comms Q.
So you may know us from either early morning or in the fake gloom, or with our third member of a podcasting team, OnStar, on the F3 Knoxville podcast.
And we're coming to you this morning during the December 2023 GTE training event, which is going to kick off here at about 8:30 this morning at the Asylum Daybreak AO to announce a brand new initiative for F3 Knoxville. You may have seen it announced a couple weeks ago in the weekly newsletter from Kickflip or teased several times on the F3 Knoxville podcast.
And this new initiative is called F3KnoxRucks.
So Blindside, what is F3KnoxRucks? Sounds pretty cool.
So great question, because it's not self-explanatory in the name. But F3KnoxRucks is a new way for the packs of F3 Knoxville and the surrounding region, because we know that we're growing like crazy, to continue to grow the rucking culture in and around Knoxville.
So tell me what that means. What does it entail? What are the elements of it?
Absolutely. So some of the key elements of F3 KnoxRucks will be, just to expand rucking in and around Knoxville, rucking workouts, rucking AOs. We know we have the Shamrock AO on Tuesdays, Thursdays now. That's an exclusively rucking AO. We're looking to see if we can expand those things. Continuing to cultivate that culture of rucking, whether it's during workouts, before workouts, after workouts. We're going to have annual patch challenges, an exclusive annual patch challenge. I like to throw in exclusive there because it's going to be hard. It's going to take a whole year to get, and once that year goes, you're not getting it back. Participants, you're going to find yourself not only improving your physical fitness, but also forming deep bonds with your fellow ruckers. I know Steam and I, one of the things that we love most about rucking is the second F aspect of it.
Absolutely.
There's going to be an annual ruck-based CSOP each year, along with ruck-based events. The goal is to have about one event every month, whether it's an AO to AO challenge or it's a CSOP or a star course. And more. And then we're also going to begin prepping for our GTE event in April. We know that Knoxville is going to be a host site for GTE 46 in April, late April, April 26, 27, 28 of 2024. So we're looking to also prep for that.
Good stuff. So when will it start? This sounds awesome, but when can we expect?
So F3 KnoxRucks is going to officially launch on January 1st, 2024. And that is with the launch of the annual Ruck Challenge, or annual Patch Challenge. And this is going to be the first event of F3 KnoxRucks. It's going to start on January 1st. Over the course of 2024, packs will have the opportunity to earn the exclusive F3 KnoxRucks patch. Points are going to be gathered by completing certain challenges throughout the year. These challenges will include, but are not limited to, AO to AO rucks, participating in a GTE, not just the Knoxville one, but if you aren't able to participate in our GTE 46 in Knoxville, any other GTE around the country will count. An official Go Ruck event will also earn you points, or an F3 Knoxville rucking event. So those monthly events that we're talking about, queuing and posting at ruck workouts also will help earn you points. Those packs that complete that patch challenge in 2024, only those that complete that that challenge in 2024 will be eligible for the 2025 patch for year 2. Nice. If you don't complete 24, you got to start over with year 1 in 25. Details for this January 1st beginning will be available soon on the F3 Knoxville website under the Rucking tab. It's a new Rucking tab that's on there. Additionally, we will be having a reveal event of the year 1 patch sometime in summer 2024.
Good stuff. So all this sounds awesome so far. You mentioned an annual ruck-based CSOP. Is that on the schedule, and what does that look like?
Absolutely. So the fun will continue into January with our second event, and that's when F3 KnoxRucks will unveil Concord Trails 1. This ruck-based CSOP will begin and end at the Cove at Concord Park. This will step off at 7 a.m. on a Saturday morning, February 3rd. Isn't that the new? Yes, yeah. February 3rd is the new date. It will cover 12 to 15 miles over a 10-hour period that will include ruck mileage, several beatdowns along the way. And while the goal of the event is to help prepare the packs for the GTE in April, it will not be cadre-led Modifications will be allowed, encouraged at necessary. And while first F is the focus of this event, the second F will be present throughout. And if we do our job right, I'm sure the third F will also be used a little bit along the way.
That's right.
A sign-up link, packing list, and these additional details will also be available at a later date on the website, also through the newsletter.
Awesome. Yeah, that sounds like an awesome time. And I am going to go ahead and give my HC to that because I'm stoked for this event. And hopefully other guys will hard commit as well. Now, what about those packs out there that have zero idea what all this nonsense called rucking actually is? You've heard of it on Slack or through email, but
you've heard us talk about it for a long time. We talk about it kind of ad nauseum. Well, first of all, under the rucking tab that I mentioned on the F3 Knoxville website, there's a Rucking 101 link. This gives a lot of background on rucking. There's videos, there's articles, there's the benefits of rucking versus running, because we all know rucking's much better than running.
I hate running.
How to get started with gear, and then all of these events we're looking to put on soon. We're looking to put on soon some events that are specifically designed for those who are new to rucking and those with absolutely zero experience. So part of that monthly event that we're going to look for, some of those are going to be for our beginners, guys that are new, guys that have been doing rucking for a while will also benefit from it. We'll have some gear talks, gear swaps. We'll bring in gear. We want to make sure that we lower that barrier of entry. Not everybody will hop right in and buy a $300 rucksack.
That's true.
I didn't do that.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure that everybody has the ability to come and see what they're doing, try it before they buy it, kind of thing.
That sounds great. Is there anything else the packs of F3 Knoxville can do just to increase their rucking knowledge, fitness, things like that?
Absolutely. So many of the packs of F3 Knoxville, we participated in Pathfinder training, which is a rucking training program that really kind of brings some of the second F aspect of rucking from all over the country. So it's not an F3 led event, it's not an F3 Knoxville event, but Pathfinder is a really good thing that is a 12-week program that allows you to have a community through a Facebook page and through a website where you track things. And it's very similar to that patch challenge that I mentioned earlier, where you're trying to gain certain things. So there is a cost to that. It's usually $35 to $40 to do Pathfinder. And so what we are wanting to do is we're going to introduce the Knoxville specific ruck training program, and we're calling this Basic NoxRucks Training. Again, makes a lot of sense, right?
That's right.
And we're going to call it BKRT for short. So this is going to be very similar to the Pathfinder. And the purpose of the program is to kind of, like I said, lower that barrier of entry from that $35 to $40. We're just going to make it $8. And I'll talk a little bit more on the pricing of that. But it's going to be specific for the F3 Knoxville region. You Smokies, you Roco guys, maybe, okay? You'll have to apply. This program will have some of the same aspects of Pathfinder, including a private Slack channel where we will post updates and find connection to others that are participating, dedicated individual and optional team AO tracking, and a custom patch upon completion. And unlike most things, I mentioned earlier the price, unlike most things in F3, there is going to be a cost with this and that annual rucking patch challenge, and it's going to be $8. And 100% of all of the money collected from that is going straight towards the patches and any supplies that we might need along the way. Any leftover money collected will go straight back into the F3 Knoxville kitty. Cool. And I've created a quick and easy accounting process that our Nantan kickflip and our Treasury Q wax job will work with me on. So, I'm not going to be embezzling any money here. But we want to make sure that everything goes to what we need to do. And it's $8 for any of these programs or the patch.
We trust you, and $8 is $8. That's a lot better than it could be. So, how long will each of these training programs last, and how will this happen each year?
So we're going to do it the same, similar to how Pathfinder does it, where they're 12 weeks, 3 months. Okay. Makes perfect sense to do it quarterly. We're going to start the first program on March 1st. So that'll be our spring program, March 1st through May 31st. Summer program, June 1st through August 31st. A fall program, September 1st, November 30th, and then a winter program, December 1st through February 28th. And we're doing it that way to kind of keep it in with the seasons. And maybe for each season, there's going to be a different challenge or a different wrinkle. Sure. Think winter, think rucking in the cold, think summer, think wrecking in the heat, that sort of thing will be kind of put into all of those.
Very cool. So this is a lot of incredible information that you're sharing with us today. I'm assuming that everything we talked about this morning is available for the packs of F3 Knoxville for you out there, guys, to read and peruse at their leisure. Where can they find that?
Well, all this stuff is going to be on the F3 Knoxville website. There's the rucking tab I mentioned earlier. That actually takes you to a separate website right now. It's actually my personal website that I've been building. I'm trying to get that on just embedded into the F3 Knoxville website, but it's all there. The Rucking 101, all the information on the events and challenges and everything like that. It's all going to be there. Also, I would suggest that anybody is interested to join the Ruck channel on Slack.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. And so I think it's easy to see that F3 KnoxRucks is dedicated to growing the rucking culture in Knoxville.
Absolutely. As the popularity of rucking continues to grow, and in the 3 or 4 years that I've been in F3 Knoxville, I've seen it explode. F3 KnoxRucks is going to help in planting and growing ruck-specific workouts at our current AOs, as well as potential ruck-specific AO, ruck-only AOs in the future. And this is only a taste of what F3 KnoxRucks is planning. Additional ruck-based events, semi-annual Star Course events. We're going to do them as groups. We'll do them as teams. We'll do them, virtually, as in it has to be done in a certain amount of time. We'll do it all together. These sort of things. It's going to be something that we want to kind of bring up the culture of everything in F3 Knoxville.
All right, so if you have questions or interested in getting into rucking, maybe you've never heard of it before, or just are wanting to help, please do not hesitate to reach out to the F3 Knoxville Regional Ruck Queue, this guy right here, Blindside, anytime on Slack, or you can reach him at f3blindside@gmail.com.
Also, and reach out to any of the guys that you see rucking in the Ruck channel. Join that Ruck channel, even if you're just, curious, okay? All right, well, we got to get out to this event this morning. Hope to see you all soon out in the gloom with heavy stuff on your back.